So after officially hiring Doc Rivers as the new head coach, the Milwaukee Bucks could be in the trade market, and it makes a ton of sense. Now, I did question the decision and really the timing of the moves to decide to go ahead and go in a different direction when it comes to head coach Doc Rivers. I am not mad at that decision to go bring in a Doc Rivers. I know he does not have the playoff success as of late, and he's really just still hanging his head on what he did with the Celtics. But I still think he is a great head coach, and with a great team around him, he could potentially do some great things. So I do like the hiring of Doc Rivers essentially. So what does he do? What are we hearing right now from the Milwaukee Bucks? Now, according to Yahoo Sports, it looks like they could be trying to put together a package of Pat Connaughton and Cameron Payne to try to get a player around that $11 to $12 million mark. And they have two players specifically that they are targeting. That is Matisse Thybulle and PJ Tucker. Now, both have played for Doc Rivers in the past, so there is some familiarity when it comes to him and his scheme and what he wants to do with those players. Now, Milwaukee, no secret, their defensive end, everything has pretty much gone down this season compared to the last few seasons. They've been a good team in the past when it comes to defense. They were number 1 in effective field goal percentage allowed last season. They had dropped to number 9. But the main points that they really have fallen has been that mid-range game, and really even the perimeter to a certain extent. They are 30th when it comes to long mid-range jumpers, 27th when it comes to just all mid-range jumpers allowed on the defensive end. That is not good, and that definitely needs to improve. The rim protection has also dipped from 3rd to 11th this season. So a few areas that they need to improve. Now, there's no secret, you got rid of your best defender in Drew Holiday, so of course you are going to dip a little bit in those aspects, but can you put together a package to improve there? Pat Connaughton is not helping you at all when it comes to defensive prowess. Actually, he's really at the bottom of the NBA's percentile when it comes to his off-on usage, and his defensive ability is really not helping you at all if you're in Milwaukee this season. So that's definitely a situation, because when he's on the court, teams are shooting 2% better. So you need to try to figure out a way to package them together and get some defense. And I think going after PJ Tucker, who should be extremely easy to go get. I mean, he's getting paid $11 million. He has a player option. Clearly, the Clippers are not trying to play him. He only appeared in 12 games this season. His usage never been that high, but even that is somehow down from his typical usage. But he's still up there in the steals percentile. He's still up there. He's still getting steals. Now, very limited sample size, so I don't want to harp on that too much because we just simply do not know. But that is an option. Now, if you could get Matisse Thybulle, I think that is a better situation. A guy that can guard on the perimeter, a good wing, and he can help you where you are hurting pretty much the most, and that is from the three-point line and those mid-range jumpers. You get Thybulle in there, you know time and time again he can produce steals at a high level. He is that guy that if you could get, you go after. Can you get them though with Pat Connaughton? Can you get them with Cameron Payne? I'm not quite sure, especially looking at the direction that the Trailblazers are going. But Thybulle making 10.5, 11 million. Then he has a player option for $11.6 million. So a very good deal if you are able to get him. If you cannot, go change your sights. Go after PJ Tucker, who, like I said, 11 million this season, a player option for 11.5 million next season. The Clippers do not want that. If they can get any type of piece back, I'm sure they will. Maybe. These are great options. These are great options. I will go after Thybulle, of course, but PJ Tucker, not a bad backup plan at all. But what does PJ Tucker still have left? Who knows? We just have not seen him on the court simply to really get a true gauge on what he can do. But he has that relationship with Doc Rivers. It could definitely work, man. So two players that Milwaukee is interested in, fresh off the hiring of Doc Rivers. You now have time until the trade deadline to get things right. You then have the All-Star break to actually really dive in and figure out what you want to do with these lineups. So the timing of it threw me off, but the more I think about it, maybe it's not so bad. But one thing you can't shake is that Doc Rivers was the consultant, and now he's, replacing, which is, that's not a good look. That's not a good look, and I don't think any way you can shake that. But it's purely basketball. I get it. I think I get it. It makes some sense. But if you could get Thibault, you get PJ Tucker, one of those two, mainly Thibault, I would love that, because you got to improve on that defensive end if you want to get back to really being a true contender. Even though they're 30-13, really getting up there as a team that people fear that could make noise in the playoffs, you got to get another defender. And I think this definitely hits the nail on the head. This will be a great pickup if you're able to get it done. So you guys let me know what you guys think about it in the comment section below. Would you like to see either Thibault, PJ Tucker, or maybe even somebody else go to Milwaukee? Do you think they're able to get a package with Connaughton and with Cameron Payne and get somebody pretty good with that deal? I think they can. But we'll ultimately see what happens. But that's it, man, for this video. As usual, hope you guys did enjoy it. If you did, please do me a favor. Go ahead and leave this video a like. It helps me out a lot. And subscribe if you haven't already. It's DLloyd. I'm see y'all next time. Peace.